for a great game for Alumni Stadium. Referee Mark Buda gives the go-ahead, and we're off here. Bears send one deep into the Notre Dame half, but out of bounds it goes, and it'll be a throw for Notre Dame and Claire Logan. Both of these coaches emphasizing how important possession was going to be in this game. We'll see who can grab the upper hand in that early, as it's Cal working with the ball now.
Yeah, and Cal coach Neil McGuire really emphasized to us how keeping possession time was a really big part of their game plan today, and how the way to control the Irish was to win the 18-yard boxes and to control the time of possession. So we'll see how this strategy plays out.
Here's a chance from Cal here early into the box. Here's a shot, but a whiff.
Good chances by Cal, though, very early on in the game.
That was Alex Kloss, who had a shot from just outside the box. Would have been a nice opportunity for the Golden Bears early.
And you can see they're getting the numbers forward early, which is a positive sign for this Cal team.
Right, sharp cross, that's too strong. Here's a shot from Bon Flasha that goes over the net. So it'll be a goal kick for the Irish and Sonoma Cassica. Cal coming off two close losses to two very good teams in UNC and Duke. As we take a look at Notre Dame head coach Nate Norman, the Irish have not lost since August 16th, hold an 8-1-3 record, but Norman emphasized to us that a lot of the people in the building are frustrated with some of the results lately, some ties to some opponents they feel they should have beaten in ACC play that has left them in a difficult spot heading towards the postseason.
Yeah, and it's interesting because the Irish haven't played at home since September 26th. So we'll see how this home field advantage plays out and really helping to re-aliven this Irish team.
Izzy Engel trying to chase this one down. Still fighting for it, but it'll be a goal kick for Cal. Couldn't quite get to that pass. Looked to be a good chance for the Irish early.
She looks to get a little tripped up there, but Engel's advantage as a forward is getting behind that defensive line. She really gets those balls that go through the center backs and tries to split them very often, so it'll be good to see her keep that up throughout the game.
And for Notre Dame, that's the area where we're going to have to see some improvement if this team wants to start winning games.
Yeah, the Irish have done really well in getting shots on goal, but they've been struggling the last few games to really finish their chances.
Engel now gets it over to Codd, who couldn't quite get it back to Engel. Cal quickly the other way. This is Alexis Wright on the near side. Good defense from Notre Dame, though. That's Claire Logan who sends it out of bounds.
And Notre Dame's defense is extremely solid, having a very strong record of goals against, not letting many teams score against them. So even though Cal is really strong up top, they're going to have to do a lot to get past the Notre Dame back line and Cassica.
This is Cal possessing it here on the near side, and Alexis Wright passes too strong, was looking for Miriam Hills there. Notre Dame, as we mentioned, and Notre Dame's defense working on a .750 shutout percentage. That's ranks among the top teams nationally. Their goalies have been outstanding. They've conceded only 5 goals this season.
Yeah, and especially with this extremely hard ACC conference, 5 goals against is an incredibly impressive stat.
Wright is going to be called out of bounds here, so this will be a throw for Notre Dame.
And Notre Dame's leading the ACC right now in their goals against average for both keepers.
Notre Dame's an interesting team to look at statistically, because when you look at the defensive statistics, you see a team that's just so strong that it's tough to envision a scenario in which they don't have an elite record, but they just have not been able to finish games and have ended up with several ties, not losses, but the ties hurt a ton in this point system.
Yeah, and especially because the ACC is so competitive, even though they're playing extremely solid defensively, unless they can finish things off in the final third, they're going to struggle.
Here's Kloss looking for Wright with the through ball, but Mensick's going to chase that one down on the near side. It'll go back with the Irish. That was Matriano. Here's Chukwu in the middle. Chukwu on a run here for the Irish. For Mensick on the near side. Mensick looking for a cross, sends it into the box. Couldn't get anything going there.
Both teams are having opportunities in the final third, but neither team has gotten an extremely strong shot so far. So it'll be interesting to see the first shot on goal of the game, because that'll determine a lot of the momentum moving forward.
Absolutely. Cal, one of the best teams in the country at getting shots on goal. Meanwhile, here's Notre Dame and Charlie Codd. Cross is a little too strong. Angle was there in the box. This one will go out of bounds. It'll be a throw near the baseline.
If Notre Dame can get a goal first here, I think it would really help with their momentum in winning the game. Because as we said, when Notre Dame's leading at half, they have a 7-0 record, and when they score first, they have an 8-0 record.
Can't say it much clearly than that. This is a key time in the game for both of these teams. Can Notre Dame get on the board first? Can they generate that good chance? Can they finish that good chance?
Yeah, and that first chance is so essential to games like these, where you can get the momentum going and really help your team get that advantage right away.
We'll see what happens here as Kloss has it for Cal. Good tackle, though, from Codd. And here's Restovich. Back for Engel. Couldn't quite get that pass through. Cal will run the other way. There's a handball called.
And this game's been very back and forth so far, as both teams are trying to get the advantage over another.
Not a ton of chances thus far for Cal, but more aggressive than we expected them to play thus far. They've been content this season in ceding possession early in games, but Neil McGuire emphasizing to us earlier this week he thought possession was the key to winning this game, so we'll see if their strategy might change.
And the Bears are a very possession-heavy team. Coach McGuire really emphasized to us his focus on the players' individual fitness levels, and that's something that he believes is a strength of the team, and possession in combination with strong fitness really gives his team an advantage, he feels.
Engel's pass was a little too strong for Chukwu there, but the Irish still applying some pressure in the Bear half. Here's Wright on the near side. Good stop from Matriano, who makes a nice tackle, but Karam's right over to Maya Daly and Cal. There's Daly again, sending that one up into the air. Engel with a nice touch outside the box. Engel fakes the shot, right-footed, strong shot. Just wide. Boy, a good opportunity for the Irish and Izzy Engel early.
And that's what we need to see from the Irish. That was a very strong shot. If we can keep those opportunities, if the Irish can keep those opportunities going, they're going to have a lot of success in this game. Looking back, she makes that cut back and takes a perfect shot to the left, just narrowly missing the post. If that's the Irish need more chances like that in order to win this game, and if they get them on frame, they can have a lot of success in this game.
Chukwu has a chance from just outside the box here, but can't get anything to go.
From what I'm seeing, it seems like Notre Dame's game plan is to get the ball to the two very talented freshmen up top and trying to get some opportunities from them.
Boy, a lot of contact on the near side and a foul. That was Carly Lima depositing Lainey Matriano onto the floor, but it will be a free kick for the Irish. We'll see if they can do something off the set piece. They work quickly here.
Just seeing it again.
This is Klenke with it. Klenke over for Mensick on the near side. Excellent defense from Alexis Wright. Mensick, good cross into the box. Chukwu couldn't get ahead on it. Here's Matriano, attempts the volley. And another one here. Oh, and bobbled by McManus. But it's a good save. And Kelly McManus keeps this game knotted at 0-0.
A dangerous shot on goal from the Irish right there. But as we're seeing, Cal has a very strong defensive line. They're going to do everything they can to stop the Irish from scoring, especially in the first half. And they're totally fine with just doing all they can to stop the Irish and wear them out.
This one played near the Cal bench. Cal wants a handball, not going to get it. as they send it into Notre Dame's half. Alexis Wright chasing Berkeley Mensa, couldn't get to her. Matriano in the middle. Pass for Chukwu. No foul. Here come the Bears. This one for Carly Lima on the outside. Lima can really play with some pace, but excellent defense. And a huge roar from the Irish bench as Abby Mills makes a great stop on Carly Lima.
What's interesting about that matchup is Mills and Lima are both known for their speed. So that'll be a fun one to watch as they both try to outrun each other.
This one gets through. Irish with a chance. Here they come on the outside, looking for Izzy Engel in the middle. Nice clearance. That was Malia McMahon with the clearance for the Bears.
An interesting thing with their formations is the Irish have 3 in the back, while Cal mainly attacks with 4, standing their wingers up. So it'll be interesting to see how Notre Dame adjusts to that and helps to strengthen their defensive line with more numbers to not cause overlaps.
Here's Codd chasing. Contact, but no foul. Engel with it just outside the box. Quick shot, but scooped up by McManus. Glinke trying to get it right back for the Irish. Here comes Carly Lima. Can't get to it. Matriano in the middle. Here's Glinke with it now on the far side. Matriano looking for Chukwu. Here's Claire Logan.
And some really nice possession right now, really trying to calm and slow the game down.
Chukwu in the middle of 2 Cal defenders is taken down. That'll be a foul. Gonna go against Maya Daly, the 5th-year defender transfer from Long Beach State.
And just looking back at this again, it's just a battle for the ball, and she clips her back leg.
Engel steals it away in the box. Pump fakes a shot. Can't get it off. This will be a goal kick.
Ugh.
Boy, awkward chance there. Looked like Engel may have had a chance to get a shot off, but couldn't do it.
Yeah, she really was trying to get her foot on that ball and just couldn't get her balance right.
And we're seeing the Irish applying pressure here early. Not something they struggle with. They're fine at applying pressure. They get the ball into that final third. It's what they do with it in the final third that Coach Nate Norman's been a little disappointed with.
Exactly. The Irish are generating strong opportunities in every game they play. The issue is they're not finishing those opportunities. They're getting the ball all the way up there. They're doing the work defensively. They're doing the work in the midfield. They're getting the ball to the forwards, but they're struggling with that final finish.
Cross from Mensick now. Couldn't get it through to Engel. This one will just sail out of bounds. Claire Logan will take the throw.
And what's interesting about the Irish's inability to get the ball in the back of the net recently is the fact that the first few games of the season, they were extremely explosive up top.
Here's a ball into the box for Codd. A lot of contact and a foul. Bears will have it going the other way. Just about 15 minutes gone by in the first half here. Still scoreless from Alumni Stadium. Number 12 Notre Dame and number 25 California. As it'll be a goal kick for Kelly McManus. Plays this one short to the far side.
Strong pressure applied by the Irish.
This is what's been characteristic of this team this season. They are so strong defensively. Nate Norman telling us that his team's really not afraid to, what he says, roll up their sleeves and play some defense.
Yeah, and especially with 2 extremely talented teams, winning those 50-50 balls and not being afraid of a little bit of contact is what's going to give one of the teams the advantage. Because if you look at the players they're very equivalent. There isn't much of a difference between them, but it's who today will put in the extra work and go the extra effort to help their team win.
Meanwhile, the Bears possessing for a couple of the first time. Here's Lima into the box. A shot just wide left. Boy, the electric Carly Lima gets her first good look here.
It's clear to see how she's leading the ACC in goal-scoring opportunities because she just explodes. She goes extremely quickly towards the net and gets a shot off before the Irish defense can even really react.
Lima, you can really see how her pace just creates so much gravity for her team. Is just an excellent attacker up there for the Bears.
Yeah, and especially in that, you can see she's not afraid to wait a second and then take off, which is extremely important for a forward to have the ability to do.
Irish sloppy with it towards the middle of the field. Bears get it back, looking to send one down for Lima, but it's nice clearance from the Irish. Here's Codd now, playing it back for Klinke, who sends one down for Engel. Chukwu gets to it. Engel in a sea of bodies somehow gets it back to Charlie Codd. This one just deflecting around in the middle of the field. Comes back to Charlie Codd. Here's Codd now with a run in the middle. Looking for Mensick on the outside. Mensick couldn't get to it on the baseline. It'll be a goal kick. Well, that looked like it could have been a good chance for the Irish, but just didn't materialize that way.
Yeah, Mensick's having a good amount of success today finding those crosses back into the box, and that's a really great opportunity because of their two forwards up top. If they can get that cross back and get Engel or Chukwu on the back end of it, that could be a great opportunity for the Irish to score.
Mensick, whose name we've been calling a lot so far today, getting the start, is one of the most inspirational stories you'll find anywhere across college sports. Came back from a double knee surgery, is somebody who this locker room really, really respects. Scored her first career goal this season against Marquette. Has just been somebody that Nate Norman has called a leader through and through.
Yeah, he really admires her resilience and has said on multiple occasions the impact she's had on this team and really standing up and being a leader for especially the younger players.
Klinke taking it back for the Irish. This now is more characteristic of what we've seen from Cal thus far this season. Have a ton of players in the back half and just trying to keep Notre Dame from manufacturing any good look.
And the Bears are really just keeping the Notre Dame out of that final 18-yard box. They're doing a really good job, fine with them in the half, but preventing them from going to where they can dangerously score a goal.
Here comes Alex Kloss on the near side, looking for Lima in the middle. Lima with 4 Irish defenders in the vicinity. Just sends this one to the far side, and Julia Leontini, who takes a shot from way outside. That gets over the outstretched hands of Sonoma Cassica. Boy, that was a rocket.
That was a great shot. Cal is really coming here to getting more shots on goal. As you can see, she just takes the space in front of her and gets the shot off. And what's interesting is they're shooting before they get to Notre Dame's defensive line. They're finding that in between the midfield and the defenders and really finding that open space and taking those shots from out, which is extremely dangerous for Notre Dame and a really strong asset for the Cal team in finding success in this game.
Cal trying to emphasize success in the 18-yard box, winning in the 18-yard box. Doesn't matter if you can shoot it like that from beyond the 18-yard box.
Exactly. Their strong shots from out might make them have the first goal of the game from what I'm seeing so far.
Here is a throw from the Bears into Carly Lima, but several Irish defenders are there. This one deflects towards the Irish box. This is Mills with it.
And from what I'm seeing, Lima's composure, especially as a senior, is really, really evident. And you can see, while Notre Dame has a much younger team, Lima's seniority is very evident. And that's something Coach Neal talked about as well, is just the seniority on the team with 18 seniors, leaving strong experience both on and off the field.
Absolutely. In their first season in the ACC, it's more travel than usual and something that could affect these new teams in the conference, but Neil McGuire telling us that because his team is so weathered, so experienced, that it hasn't fazed them.
Yeah, and that was something Coach Neal talked about as well with the transition to the ACC from the Pac-12. And he said, while they love the history of the Pac-12, they were excited for this new opportunity with the ACC, which is known for its strength in women's soccer.
Chukwu looking for angle on the through ball, but a little too strong. This will be a goal kick for Cal.
And the ACC really is extremely strong this year, with teams like Chapel Hill, Duke, and Stanford really leading most of the rankings right now with high-up spots.
9 teams in the top 25, just unprecedented success, even for this conference, which is so strong every year.
Yeah, and especially with the ACC championships coming up soon, it leaves a lot up for contention because most of the teams in the ACC are extremely strong teams with potential in the NCAA tournament. So who's going to make it for that final 6 spots for the ACC championship is a really hard decision to make, and what these teams are really fighting for, especially in the game today.
Absolutely. Here are the Irish possessing it now. Saw Cal with a couple of chances. Irish trying to make one of their own here. Here's Roy on the near side. This one out of bounds. We'll see if the Irish can manufacture a chance here. Here's Codd with it on the near side now. Irish just working it around. They get it to Klinke on the far side.
And a lot of this game so far has been possession in the midfield.
Here's Restovich just outside of the box. Good defense there from the Golden Bears. It'll be a deep throw for the Irish. Claire Logan will take this one. Excuse me, that's Leah Klinke. She rockets across into the box. McManus comes way out. And a lot of contact. There'll be a penalty called. That's going to go against Cal. Looked like the Irish wanted a foul on Cal.
But that was a dangerous play with the ball coming back out. And those are the chances the Irish need to finish to help improve their record over the last few games.
Take a look at it here.
Yeah, and looking back at it, she just got beat to the ball by the Cal defender. And Cal's had a great job so far at really stopping this Notre Dame offense. They're stopping them in dangerous positions and preventing the shot from getting taken, which is all they can do at this point. And I think it's part of their strategy. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. Notre Dame, no stranger to being stifled on chances in their scoreless draw against Louisville. They put 10 shots on goal, all 10 of which were saved. This is saved by Kasica. Karam's out into the box, but Klinke is there to collect it for the Irish.
And again, those shots from out off of almost the counterattacks and the instant wins seem to be Cal's strategy so far in this game.
Daly turns it over, and it's Lily Joseph, the freshman, now into the game, who makes a nice move. Here's Joseph to the far side. Joseph looking for Chukwu. Finds Chukwu, 4 Cal defenders there. She gets it back now. Matriano in the middle.
And Joseph,
into the teeth of the Cal defense. Tries to send one towards the outside. No one is there. This will be a goal kick for the Golden Bears.
And Joseph, another one of those outstanding freshmen for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, with 2 goals in the last game versus Syracuse.
Well, this has really been a youth movement for Notre Dame. They've scored 30 goals this season. 25 of them have come from freshmen.
Yeah, the freshmen are leading the charge for the Notre Dame offense. But Coach Nate Norman told us he doesn't want to wait for the future for his team to find success. He wants success now. And so a key part of his strategy has been encouraging the buildup of the confidence of these freshmen, while also encouraging them to keep improving game after game and giving them feedback as well.
You saw the graphic there, 25 of 30 goals this season from freshmen, 10 of those from Izzy Engel. It's just been a revelation for Notre Dame, this level of freshman success, which has really revitalized this season.
Yeah, and Engel with 10 goals and Joseph with 5.
And interestingly, several of those freshmen have played from day one. Nate Norman has a ton of confidence in his team despite its youth. Now here's Cal making a run into the Irish half. This cross a little too strong. Deflected right in front of the goal. but Cal is able to retain possession. This is Carly Lima with it. Shot from outside the box is going to be high. Boy, Cal applying some pressure here with just over 20 minutes to go in the first half.
Yeah, and while the Notre Dame defensive line was able to clear it out, that's incredibly dangerous because that ball in was just bouncing around and it was really anyone's game. And that's something we haven't really seen from this Notre Dame defense so far, is that moment of weakness. And if Cal can take advantage of that and keep creating chances like that, they have a strong shot at winning this game.
Here's Morgan Roy with it on the near side, looking for Joseph, who's making a run. Joseph from just outside the box makes a nice move. Here's a left-footed shot that scores! Joseph, an outstanding shot from inside the box, and the Irish lead 1-0 with 19.5 to go in the first half.
Wow. And that was just an incredible play by Joseph. Just the technical skills, cutting around the defender, and getting that back post curving ball that's almost impossible for any goalie to save. And that's what the Irish needed, and getting that shot on goal that goes in and gives them the lead. And they've performed so strongly with that lead. I think that's what they really need to keep going in this game. That's been pretty evenly matched so far.
We mentioned it earlier, Kelly McManus in there for Tegan Y, who's one of the best goalkeepers in the country, started for Team USA in the U20 World Cup, was the backup goalie for Team USA in the World Cup in 2023. I don't know if anybody was saving that shot, though. That was unbelievable off the left foot of Joseph. That's her 6th goal of the season.
That's like textbook how to spin a ball. Like if someone had to show a perfect shot of a like upper back post, like spin in, that would be it. That's definitely a highlight for Joseph and makes it her 6th goal of the season as a freshman. Coming for Engel's record over here.
And for Nate Norman's team, it's got to feel like a weight off the shoulders. A lot of talk about how they've not been able to succeed near the goal. There's been a lot of chaos in the attack, but that was just pretty, absolutely textbook.
And that also makes it her 3rd goal in 2 games, which again, shows a hot streak coming on for her.
Had a brace in the Irish's 3-0 win against Syracuse. Here's another laser of a shot from outside the box, but easily saved by McManus. Irish keeping the pressure on despite the early lead, which they have been so good with this season.
So Notre Dame, when scoring first, is 8-0, which makes this game feel a lot better for the Irish and can help them slow things down and really take advantage of this lead.
Absolutely, but like we've gotten in other areas of the game, this is really strength on strength. Cal has not been a first half team. They are a second half team. They succeed in the second half. They're fine playing under pressure, so we'll see how they respond to going down early here.
And Coach Neal also said his team isn't afraid to come back from behind. Because of the seniority of his team, they've been through so many situations where they've had to get back up and keep going. And as we can see right here, they're not slowing the pressure down.
This one dumped into the box. Lima right in front of the goal, off the bar and in. Carly Lima, left-footed goal. Unbelievable. Kasica was fooled by the initial shot. Looked like the ball may have rolled out of bounds, but then Lima somehow gets this off the bar and in.
And Lima is just an incredibly dangerous player because when the ball is in front of the goal, she will do what it takes to get there and get there first. She just touches around Kasica and hits it right into the back of the goal.
I mean, that is an absolutely impossible angle. Not only does she have to negotiate that, she's got to negotiate Leah Klinke, who does about as good of a job in blocking the goal as possible. But Carly Lima goes over Klinke's head and off the bar for her 15th goal in the season. And that first half lead for the Irish lasts all of 2 minutes as we're tied again here with just under 18 minutes to go in the first half.
And this is what makes the game so interesting because both teams are playing to their strengths. With Joseph, the freshman, getting that first goal for the Irish and getting them the lead, but the Cal Bears not being afraid to come back with Lima getting that insane goal right after.
Here's a ball sent down towards the Irish bench by Julia Leontini. Irish will throw. Morgan Roy with it on the near side. Matriano now with it in the middle. Crisp passing here by the Irish, but taken away by Cal. This one just cleared into the Notre Dame half. Mills back there on it. And it's Claire Logan for Matriano. Leah Klinke with it on the far side. Lot of action here in the first half. At Notre Dame go up early following a goal off the left foot of Lily Joseph. And Cal responded just a moment later with a goal from Carly Lima. That leaves us tied at 1-1 with just over 15 minutes to play in this first half. Here's Klinke with it now for Roy on the near side. Roy across into the box. But excellent defense by Cal to clear this one, which will fall out of bounds. This will be a corner for the Irish. Looks like it'll be Leah Klinke who will start the set piece for the Irish. Here she is from the near corner. Klinke plays it short for Joseph. Joseph over for Matriano, who fires a shot, saved by McManus. Good job there. That was a strong shot from Matriano just outside the 18-yard box.
And both keepers have been deflecting a lot of their shots on goal, which shows the strength of the offensive players. But also, if either team can take advantage of this by getting on that rebound, it could be really essential.
Cal working it around here, trying to maintain some possession. Here's Carly Lima in the middle. This one played down the far side. Cross deflected. This will be a corner for Cal.
Back-to-back corners, a 1-1 game, and 6-6 shot records for both teams really shows how even and back and forth this game is.
Absolutely even in every sense of the word, even on the scoreboard, even on the stat sheet, and pretty even on the field as well. Here's the corner, played into the box. Nobody could get ahead on that one. And it'll be a goal kick for the Irish and Sonoma-Cassica. We get a sub coming in for Notre Dame. This is number 21, Chase Ying, the freshman midfielder from Los Angeles, California. Ying has been a rotational sub for the Irish, typically playing around 20 to 30 minutes per game. Very quick with the ball in the middle. Somebody the Irish can usually rely on for a spark of energy. Looking for that here early against Cal. Flag comes up. This will go back with the Irish.
Just offsides for Lima.
Cal being aggressive and trying to get Carly Lima her chances, which has paid off here early already with a goal. Here's Morgan Roy working on two Cal defenders, just sends this one into the box. Kelly McManus scoops it up. McManus sends this one toward the benches. The Irish will let it go out of bounds and take the throw. They'll work quickly here with Klinke throwing this one in. Here's Klinke looking towards Claire Logan on the near side. Logan was looking for Joseph, but pass was deflected. That was good defense by Salili Dimri.
And a lot of this game has been played in the midfield with possession back and forth.
Absolutely been fast-paced up and down. Irish trying to get up here. This one for Charlie Codd. Codd sends a long ball down the sideline, giving chase, but this one's fought for right on the sideline. Eventually won by Cal. Boy, what great defense there.
She really held her off.
Eventually cleared there. But what excellent defense near the far side. Joseph, heavy touch in the middle. But she has it now outside the 18-yard box. Here's Codd for Matriano. Ying with it just outside the box. Roy now on the near side. Roy played in for Lily Joseph, who just couldn't get there. Joseph already with 1 goal tonight. Looked to have a chance to make it 2 there. Take a look at it.
Yeah, just looking back, she cuts back, kind of similar to how Joseph scored, and tries to get that ball into the box, but the Irish just weren't able to finish that final touch on it. But the Irish have been finding a lot of success on the right side tonight.
Absolutely, that's been the side where they've really chosen to attack Cal. Wonder if there's strategy behind that. Here's Chase Ying with it in the middle. Tries to find Ellie Hodgson just outside the box, who plays it for Morgan Roy on the near side. Roy sends it into the box, and Hodgson scores! Ellie Hodgson, the spark plug for the Irish all season, gets another goal. And the Irish lead 2-1 with just under 10 minutes to go in the first half.
Yeah, and looking back at this, like we said, from the right side, Roy gets that cross into Hodgson, who scores, making it her 5th goal of the season. And we see again, just down the right side and cross back to the box, and just she gets that final touch on it, getting into the back of the net and giving Irish the lead once again.
Coming into the game, Hodgson was averaging a goal every 31.8 minutes this season, has not played a ton following recovery from ACL surgery. Another one of these freshman scorers, but when she has been on the pitch, she's been electric for Notre Dame. As we see it here, she's lowered that goal per minute average tonight.
And just taking advantage of the minutes she is in and making those opportunities happen.
Boy, some uncharacteristically sloppy passing from the Notre Dame backline there. Sonoma Cassica will settle everybody down, hold the ball here for a moment as she rolls it to Abby Mills.
And the composure on Notre Dame's backline is one of their strengths. It is necessary for them to continue to keep this lead in this game.
Joseph was trying to get that one over to Codd, couldn't do it. Body's going down near the midfield, no calls. Here are the Bears now running on the far side. Good defense from Klinke. They send it in the box for Lima, who couldn't quite get a good touch on it. Klinke will try and corral this one before it goes out of bounds. Not going to be able to do it. It'll be a throw-in for the Golden Bears.
And the Bears are really running this Irish offense, trying to get Irish defense, trying to get all the chances they can in behind.
Bears have already responded to one punch thrown by the Irish with a punch of their own. Let's see if they can do it again here. Here's Lima from in the box. Good defense from Leah Klinke to clear it. And a foul that's going to go against Carly Lima on top of it.
And Lima really is the key for this Cal offense. If she can get those chances, it can really help give them the success they need up top. Absolutely.
Cal's offense just runs through her. If they have success offensively, it's it's because she's either creating the chances herself or creating chances for others. She's just been outstanding for them, and we've seen that tonight. Still trailing, though, 2-1 with just under 8 minutes to go in this first half. Here's Joseph with it now. Codd looking for Hodgson, who's just outside the box. Gets through. Hodgson's knocked over in the box. No call. Irish still with it, but knocked out of bounds, and it'll go with the Golden Bears. Hodgson looked to have another chance there, but it was excellent defense by the Bears in the box.
Once again, this young offense for Notre Dame taking advantage of the minutes they have and really getting behind the Cal defense and getting these shots on goal that will be so critical for Notre Dame's success.
We'll get a stoppage for Cal to make a sub. That's restarred in for Alex Kloss, as this one's played in towards the far side. Joseph fighting for it, eventually collects it. Possession will go back with the Irish. Matriano with it in the middle, but this one's taken away. Lima making a run. Here's Doherty on the near side. With 2 Irish defenders there, couldn't make anything happen. Excellent tackle from Charlie Codd. This one carrying around in the center of the field. Cal eventually collects it. This one just rolling towards the Irish bench. Irish will collect it. Here they come towards the other side. Hodgson with it. Played it back for Joseph. Ends up with Ying. Couldn't quite get it over to Roy. Mills trying to chase it. But it's excellent speed. No call on the takedown there. Carly Lima wanted a foul. That was Valise King going down on some good defense from the Irish.
And these messy clearances by the Irish defense shows the intense pressure Cal's putting them under.
Here comes Joseph down the middle. Joseph, a nice touch for Roy on the near side. Roy, the one-timer, couldn't get it to go. Here's Ying. Matriano now. Shot from well outside the box. That's deflected, but saved by Kelly McManus, who's had a busy first half tonight.
McManus has done a lot, saving these Bears time after time with these dangerous Irish crosses into the box.
Not sure if that was a cross or a shot from Roy on the near side. Looked like it was in between. Could have been either there, but nonetheless, some good clearance from the Bears to prevent another chance for Notre Dame, who have continued to dominate possession here in this first half. Matriano back for... Here are the Bears possessing it a little bit now, but some good defense from Chase Yang to take that one away. Joseph now in the center with it for the Irish. This is Claire Logan, who plays it for Ying near the center of the field. Irish running into the Cal half. Here comes Klinke. Down the far side for Codd. Roy just wide. Another great chance for the Irish to make it 3-1. Couldn't get the shot to go.
And once again, that cross back, aiming for a finish with the cross back to Roy, who just narrowly misses on the outside of the post. That's the energy and attack this Notre Dame team needs. And if they can get that on goal, that can prove extremely dangerous and beneficial to them in this game.
Irish 2 goals already this half, but have had opportunities for more, applying a ton of pressure to this very good Cal defense.
And showing improvement this game and actually getting those shots in the back of the net.
Player goes down. That's Miriam Hills on the near side. That'll be a foul against the Irish. Discussion here between Maya Daly and referee Mark Buda. Things are getting animated here, and eventually that's Bond Flasha taking Maya Daly away from the official. Was wondering what Daly could be saying to have the conversation go on for that long, but Bond Flasha eventually escorts her away as to not escalate things. A lot of contact on the far side. That'll be a foul against Daly, who this time has nothing to say. Irish will have it now with just over 2 minutes remaining in this first half. This one played toward Lily Joseph, couldn't get to it. Ying couldn't get to it either. Eventually corralled by Matriano. Sends it for Claire Logan on the near side. Logan for Mills in the middle. Couldn't get it to Lily Joseph. That was Abby Gemma looking for it there. Gemma, strong defense and a foul there, a lot of contact. That's Salil Dimri going down. And we'll get a stoppage here. Been a physical first half, Bryn.
Yeah, I'd say tough plays by both teams. As I said, trying to beat each other to the 50-50 balls, which has resulted in a lot of contact, especially in the middle of the field, as both teams really bring their A game to compete against the other A-level team.
Absolutely. Both these teams really in need of a win in this game. Notre Dame leads here in the first half as this one's played toward the Irish box. Lima with it to the outside. And some speed, but she's taken down. This will be a foul against the Irish and a dangerous spot for Cal to have a set piece.
And the Irish are struggling to deal with Lima's speed so far and seem unable to have a really strong plan of defense to stop her in many of these situations.
They'll take this free kick from the far side at a decent distance away from the box, but absolutely a chance here for Cal to equalize with under a minute remaining. This one's played into the box, looking for the far side, but just headed out of bounds. Cal wants a corner, not going to get it. It'll be a goal kick for the Irish.
A great ball in the box by Cal as they try to get something in the final seconds of this half.
Cassica will let the clock run as much as possible here before she kicks this. A little bit of gamesmanship, trying to get the Irish to the locker room with a 2-1 lead as we're under 20 seconds to play now. Lima from way outside just launches this one down for Cassica, who collects it and will take us to the half. So in a game that we said was going to be good on paper, we get a phenomenal first half.
Yeah, and from what we're seeing right now, there's 2 elite offenses and 2 elite defenses that are having a back and forth battle to see who can take the edge in this game. The rest of the game goes.
We saw Notre Dame win possession in the first half. No doubt they'll try and do that again here in the second half, but Cal will likely play this half different strategically than they did in the first half.
For sure. It'll be interesting to see how their strategy works out in this game.
And right away we have some strong defensive play from the Golden Bears, taking this one away. Foul here, and it'll stick with Cal. That's Lily Joseph with a lot of contact. That is Salil Dimri down in some pain, and we'll get a brief stoppage here. That seems to be up and all right. Let's take a look at the contact from Joseph.
Yeah, definitely a tough hit, but you can tell Cal has come out with a lot of energy and speed this half, which is exactly what they need to get that next goal.
Bears working this one around, possessing it, not something we saw a ton of in the first half. This is Bond Flasha looking towards the outside. This one deflected and will stick with the Golden Bears, and a throw. Campbell Carroll will take this one. Bears still working it around here. Feliz King had that one taken away. Here's Chukwu. Chukwu running with angle. Chukwu towards the right side, but excellent defense there from the Golden Bears to just ward that one towards the boundary.
Yeah, and Chukwu missed a few games with the Irish to play in the U20 World Cup with Canada, where she had an amazing performance.
Several players in this game taking part in the U20 World Cup. Claire Logan and Annabelle Chukwu played for Team Canada, and Leah Klinke played for Team USA. Those players from the Irish, with Cal goalie Tegan Y playing for Team USA and the U20 World Cup as well. So no shortage of U20 World Cup experience on the field right now.
Yeah, and Y and Klinke, former U20 World Cup teammates, are now playing against each other in this game.
Irish have a deep throw here. This one deflected out of bounds again, but this one will go with Cal.
And here's the U20 World Cup team for the USA with Klinke and Tegan Y really showed in this picture with a lot of camaraderie, which is the opposite of what we're seeing in this game right now.
Joseph working on the far side. Joseph in the middle of two Cal defenders. Just has this one deflected out of bounds, but will be an Irish throw. This one played in the box for Chukwu. Chukwu plays it towards the middle. Ellie Ospeck couldn't get anything to go there. But Matriano will chase it down and play it back towards Leah Klinke. Abby Mills now with it near the midfield. Deflected, and here comes Bon Flasha and the Golden Bears. Good defense from the Irish, swarming to the ball there, but a foul and a stoppage. Another Cal player down for an extended period of time early in this second half. This time is it's actually Dimry again, who takes another hard hit. This time from Berkeley Mensick.
Yeah, and those two hard hits in a row really have her down right now. Really shows how tough this game is being played, but extremely unfortunate because injuries are never a thing either team wants to see.
Yeah, we mentioned in the first half how physical this game was going to be. We're seeing the effects of that right now, as both teams will huddle here, as we'll get an extended stoppage, and a couple Cal trainers will come out to check on Salil Dimry, the sophomore forward from Encinitas, California. Appeared in 12 matches a season ago as a freshman. Did not play to open up the season, but has begun to play more as ACC play has ramped up. Had 18 minutes in their last game against Duke and scored against Pitt. Just never want to see a stoppage this long for any injury.
No, for sure not, especially as they approach the ACC championship timeline. Having any injury can be a really critical hurt for either team.
Take another look at the hit here from Mensick, who knocks her over, and we'll see there's a yellow card assessed at the very end of this for Mensick and the hit, so notable for both of these teams. Dimry walking off the field under her own power, and we are just about to get this one restarted after an extended injury stoppage.
Hoping for the best for her.
Absolutely. Cal will kick this one off. Looks like they may send this deep towards the Irish box. It is a deep pass for Carly Lima in the corner. Lima could not get to it. This will be a goal kick for the Irish. And Sonoma Cassica sees her first action of the second half. This one on the near side for Ospeck. Ospeck some good speed towards the middle of the field. Looking for Joseph. This is Joseph now making a run towards the middle of the field for Engel. Engel, this one deflected. Good defense. Matriano gets it right back for the Irish. As she looks for Klinke. Klinke up the middle. Crafty move there. Takes a shot from outside the box that's deflected. Restovich trying to chase it down, falls over. And Valise King will clear this one for the Bears. It'll be a throw in for Notre Dame and Leah Klinke.
And this Notre Dame team is very technical, able to take space either by dribbling themselves or with possession, which has proved to be a great asset in this game.
Here is Abby Mills over for Claire Logan. Joseph with it near midfield. Contact, no foul on the far side. Matriano looking to push the pace for the Irish to Grace Restovich. Ospeck on the near side, making a nice run into the box. Here's the cross right in front of the net. Nobody can get a foot on it. And this time it's sent towards the net and saved by Kelly McManus. That ball rolled around in the box for what seemed like a few minutes before somebody put a foot on that one.
That's an opportunity the Irish need to take advantage of if they're going to keep their lead up in this game. Looking back, it just gets caught the wrong way under Engel's foot, and no one can really get it in. But those are the moments that Notre Dame's been struggling with, where the ball's in front of the goal, they're generating this really great attacking chance, and no one can get the ball in.
That was the second time this game that it looked like Izzy Engel might have a chance, but had an awkward touch in the box. As here's Chukwu trying to chase this one down, but it is cleared by Malia McMahon. Chukwu working outside the box, tries to come back towards the middle, slips. And Carly Lima and Cal will look to run the other way. Lima one-on-one with Mills on the near side. Lima towards three Irish defenders. Shoots across towards the middle. This one's got a foot on it and goes! What a goal for Cal! A great pass from Carly Lima and the finish from Noelle Bonflasha. And this game is tied at 2.
And this is exactly what Cal needed. Senior Lima just gets that ball across by doing the work only she can do, beating 3 Irish defenders to get that cross into the back of the 18. And as Coach Neil McGuire said, finishing in that final 18 is very critical for his team, and they were able to finish the one chance they've had this half, which Notre Dame just hasn't been able to do.
This is what the Bears do. They are a second half team, and this game is now tied at 2. Finish was great from Flasha, but equally great was the pass from Lima in between 3 Irish defenders.
You could just see the energy and intentionality with how Cal attacks. They take advantage of the chances they get and really rely on Lima to make a lot of plays that result in their success.
Now we had contact and a foul on the far side, so Cal will kick this one off from just in front of the Irish bench. There is our goal scorer, Noelle Bonflasha. Started 13 of 15 games this season after missing all of 2023 with an injury. That is her second goal of the year, already has 2 assists. Is one of 2 have scored this season. Restovich with it for Notre Dame to Joseph. Irish looking to answer back after Cal equalized here. Engel trying to chase this one down. Won't get there. Let's take a look back at that goal one more time.
And you can see Lima just gets the out to her defender, and Bonflasha just really gets that perfect finish into the back of the net.
And for Cal, that's the type of touch that you need to stay in one of these games. When you get an opportunity, you have to have a touch like that, a touch that's so perfect that nobody is going to save it. That's the touch that Notre Dame has gotten and Cal gets now. Here's Chukwu towards the outside. This is a strong shot, but just high. Boy, both of these teams doing a really good job applying pressure here in the second half. We'll take a look at the shot.
And yeah, just from like the top of the box, she gets that upper right corner shot that just goes narrowly wide.
That was Berkeley Mensick with the shot there.
And both teams understand how important this game is for determining the ending part of their season and their potential within the ACC championship. And that's going to bring some extra energy and aggression into the second half with the 2-2 tie.
Absolutely. This one played down towards the Golden Bear box. Engel was chasing it, couldn't quite get there. Scooped up by Kelly McManus. Cal will look to run the other way. Here they come down the near side with some good speed. But some good defense from Notre Dame. Carla Lima was in the area, but Lainey Matriano and the Irish end up with it. Here's Ospeck now on the near side. Nice move for Restovich. A lot of contact, but no foul call. It'll be a throw. Klenke looking for Restovich in that near corner. Restovich plays it back for Ospeck, who fires across into the box. Engel couldn't get ahead on it. Mensick tracks it down. Sput slips. Gets back up into the box for Restovich, who fires this one just wide. Boy, it was an awkward possession for Notre Dame, but resulted in a great chance for the freshman Grace Restovich in the box. We'll take a look at it.
Yeah, and just looking back at this, even despite the slip, she really gets that ball into the box and tries to get a finish on it. And that seems to be Notre Dame's approach to most of their offensive chances today, is getting that ball out wide, getting that cross back into the back post, and trying to have someone finish it off.
Here is McManus now to take the goal kick. This one goes out of bounds. Will stay with the Irish. This is Claire Logan taking the throw in on the far side. Engel with it now. Pass too strong for Chukwu, but Joseph collects it off the deflection. Joseph back for Logan. Matriano. Pass a little too strong. Mills has to retreat to get to it. But here is Matriano in the middle of the field. Looking around. Restovich. Boy, this is just excellent defense from Cal to collapse and not allow a goal. Joseph back for Mills. Who gets it to Matriano in the middle. Nobody home on the pass. Here comes Valise King the other way. King with some good speed. King one-on-one with Klenke. King, a right-footed shot, is wide. But it was blocked and will be a corner.
And Cal's really having a very good time and getting behind this very unpassable Irish defense until this point. They're having a lot of success on top, which is very uncharacteristic of the Irish defense to allow to happen.
Irish defense has been so good this season, but in the games that they have allowed goals, they've allowed multiple goals. Coming into this game, they had only allowed 5 goals. They've now allowed 7 with the 2 from Cal, but in 2 games before this, they'd allowed 2 goals. They'd allowed 2 goals against Michigan State and 2 goals against Boston College. This one's in the box, deflected again. Cal with a chance, off an Irish player, and eventually cleared. Boy, a lot of traffic in the box there.
And those balls in the box are extremely dangerous, scoring potential opportunities.
Valise King trying to track this one down on the near side. Sends it back into play. Klenke. Nice move to shake King. Looking for Ospeck, who gets tripped up. No foul call either way. But it'll be a throw for Notre Dame.
From what I'm seeing, Cal likes to cause a lot of chaos up top. They like to move the Notre Dame defenders so they're out of position and then try to find those open gaps. And that's really what's caused their success thus far.
Cal with an early goal here in the second half to equalize as we approach a half hour left in this one. Both teams trying to get something going and break a tie. Would be a massive win for either one of these teams considering their postseason hopes. Here's Engel in the Cal box. In a crowd, could not get a good foot on it, now gets it back. The left-footed shot is deflected. Excellent defense from Cal to swarm to the ball there. But here's Klenke with it. Klenke outside the box. Shots deflected and will be a corner.
And Engel's had a decent amount of times where she's gotten the ball within the box, and it's almost gotten like stuck at her feet today. That's something that really needs to be improved upon for the Notre Dame team to continue their success moving forward.
We mentioned it before, the Irish simply need to have more success in the final third. They have had good success today, but to build on that, it needs to be more consistent.
For sure.
Here is the corner. Played high and into the box. Restovich couldn't get ahead on it. Mensick chasing it down. Here's Ospeck now from in the box. The right-footed cross. Too high. Logan sends one deep towards the box. Here's Joseph trying to track it down. Cannot. This one vaguely in the general direction of Carly Lima, but Claire Logan is there. And the Irish possessing here. Klenke with it now on the near side for the Irish. Somehow gets this ball through to Restovich. And now here's Restovich on the near side with two defenders on her. Tries to sneak one through to Engel and cannot. McManus will scoop it up. Restovich, one of the best facilitators in the country, has 8 assists on the season. That ranks 5th nationally. Almost had another good one there.
Yeah, she's done a really good job at getting that ball into the box and trying to create those opportunities. But again, Notre Dame is currently lacking on their finishing. They're getting the opportunities, they're getting the chances, they're getting the crosses. They just can't finish it off.
Notre Dame is winning in the stat sheet. They are winning in shots on goal. They're winning in shots. They're winning in time of possession, and yet they're tied. And this has been the story of the season for them so far in ACC play.
Yeah, and it's not to dismiss the merit of this Cal team, who have put up an absolutely phenomenal performance tonight. But Notre Dame should have a stronger scoreline than what's currently on the board, simply because of the opportunities generated. While Cal is very good at just finishing off the few opportunities they do have.
If you're Cal, you've played this game as you've played so many others this season. Your chances have been good. You've capitalized on the chances you get, and you've thrived in the second half. This is what Cal wants to do.
Yeah, and they understand they might not get a lot of chances, so they have to capitalize on the ones they do have, and have been able to put them in the back of the net.
Ospeck fighting for it on the near side, but can't get to it. Klenke steps in front of a weak pass, and this one's played downfield for Joseph, but she can't get there. Maya Daly with it now for Cal, toward the far side. Here's Bonflasha now. This one cleared well into the Irish half. That one caroms over the fence. So it'll be a throw for Notre Dame. This one quickly back in play. Joseph with it in the middle. Joseph been so key for the Irish tonight, had the goal early and has just been everywhere with the ball. As here's Ospeck down the near side. Here's a cross, a header, and a goal! It's Hodgson again! Another brace for Ellie Hodgson, who just continues to fill it up in the stat sheet.
Again, the youth of Notre Dame have been incredible, and Hodgson so far has been on a hot streak. This is her 6th goal of the game, and as I said before, she's just getting on these crosses. She's finding the end of them, and she's being the one who can finish off these Irish chances.
It just seems like for the Irish, Ellie Hodgson continues to find herself in the right place at the right time.
And she's almost this missing piece, giving them that last component to get the ball in the back of the net and finish their scoreline to help them take advantage of the opportunities they've had and have been lacking in the past games.
That's her 6th goal of the season, in less than 2 full games of action. And the Irish get the lead back. They lead 3-2 with a little under 30 minutes to go in this second half. But now Cal possessing it now, seeing if they can manufacture a chance of their own. Here's Alexis Wright on the far side. This one played into the box. Lima couldn't get there. Makes a nice play, though, to prevent Leah Klinke from getting a good clearance, and it'll be a throw for the Irish deep in their own half. Cal will press up here looking to apply some pressure. Here's Ospeck. And now Restovich trying to make a run, but is tripped up. It'll stick with Cal. Here's Matriano sending a long ball through for Hodgson. It's a good pass. Can Hodgson get there? Hodgson does. Makes a move. An aggressive dive from McManus and a phenomenal play to stop what would have been a third goal for Ellie Hodgson.
And I wouldn't say it's anywhere out of the cards for her to get a hat trick tonight, because she is applying that pressure. She's trying to make herself the one the Notre Dame Irish can rely on to get the ball up there and get chances. And she beat both of those Cal defenders and got that great opportunity on net.
And well, Hodgson has been great tonight. That is an absolutely excellent play from Kelly McManus to get on that ball.
For sure. McManus has done a lot of work for the Cal defensive line, really stopping a lot of good Irish shots and cleaning things up in the back line, which has really helped Cal throughout this game.
After a foul on Notre Dame, this one will stick with Cal. This one played deep into the Irish half, but Notre Dame defenders there. This is Courtney Boone sending one deep into the Irish half. Matriano there to clear it. Hodgson a fight for it. Boone ends up with it again. Here's Cal with it on the near side now. Collision near the sideline, and it'll be a throw for Cal. A lot of contact there on the near side. It'll be a foul on Grace Restovich. Boy, after Notre Dame has dominated time of possession thus far, Cal really holding it now.
Yeah, Cal's been having a lot of possession right now and are really trying to get their second half wheels going and get that energy and aggression to really stay in the game.
This one dumped into the Irish box. Kasica comes way out to try and make a play. Cal begging for a corner, and we'll get it. Some aggressive play here by Kasica to come out and punch this one away.
Yeah, and just comes all the way out, asserting her confidence and really helping this Notre Dame team.
Here's the corner now for Cal from the near side. This one headed away. Eventually collected by Lily Joseph, who clears it. Hodgson making a run at it. Can't get there. Joseph whiffs. And here's Cal with a chance now. Alexis Wright tried to make something happen on the near side, but couldn't. But it's deflected out of bounds and will be a corner.
Corner kick for Cal, taking the kick number 22.
Julia Leontini will take this one for the Golden Bears. Some subs here for Notre Dame. Ellie Ospeck will come out. Izzy Engel will come in. Here's Leontini. High ball into the box, a good run, but some excellent goalkeeping from Kasica to tap that one away. Bears still have it though. Here's a shot that's ripped wide. Engel trying to chase this one down. gets to it, and it'll be a throw for the Irish.
And in these last few plays, you've been able to see Kasika's confidence. You would never guess by how she's playing right now that she's only a freshman. She's willing to assert her dominance and really has stepped up to this ACC tough level of play.
Absolutely. She's been outstanding this season, as has the other woman in the rotation for the Irish, Atlee Olafson.
For sure. Notre Dame has two incredibly strong goalies. But on the other side, so does Cal.
Absolutely. We mentioned Tegan Y, one of the best in the country, and Kelly McManus, a good goalkeeper as her replacement. This one played into the box. A good run from Cal. Nobody can get to it. Cleared by the Irish. Joseph trying to get to it and does. Here's Engel with it on the near side now. Engel making a run on the counter. A ball played into the Cal half for Hodgson, but a little too strong. As here's Boone with it, sending it down into the Irish half. This one out of bounds and will be a goal kick.
And Cal really maintains these close scorelines with top teams, losing by 1 goal to both Carolina and Duke, and now trailing by 1 in this game. They're right up there with this intense level of competition, but they struggle to get that goal to get the lead.
Well, in the Carolina game, Cal was the victim of a penalty kick in the 89th minute to win it. And then for the Duke game, they led after the 70th minute. Duke scored in the 71st minute to equalize, in the 87th minute to win. So a pair of tough losses, as here's Engel trying to work something in on the far side of the box, but couldn't get it going.
And this high scoreline for both teams is relatively uncharacteristic, with both teams notorious for not letting many goals in with their tough back lines.
And for the Irish especially, this is the first time they've allowed, or the second time they've allowed 2 goals in a game this season. Here's Carly Lima now, down the near side. Here's a shot that's just wide. Lima frustrated, knew she had a window, if a small one there, to equalize this game for Cal with just under 20 minutes to play.
But she is just able to make incredible things happen under intense pressure. Every play she's made in this game, she's had about 3 defenders on her and still made a shot across or some type of attacking play happen.
This one for Joseph. Joseph with it in the middle, working towards the far side. This one played for Hodgson in the middle of the field. Hodgson making a run into the box. Here's Hodgson again. A shot and a goal! It's a hat trick for Ellie Hodgson.
And just another goal by this young player, getting her a hat trick for this game and just finishing those opportunities being exactly what Notre Dame needed. And this makes her 7th goal on the season. Despite her limited playtime, she's really taking advantage of the opportunities she has in front of her and really contributing so much to this Irish offense.
Notre Dame has been looking for what seems like a month for that offensive breakthrough. They've scored 4 times now with still 19 minutes to play against Cal, 3 of them from Ellie Hodgson.
And with that, that brings her to Notre Dame's 2nd leading goal scorer, just behind Izzy Engel.
Absolutely incredible what Hodgson has done in very limited action this season. Just always seems like she's going to make something happen when she's in the game.
And this marks her first career hat trick, which is a very impressive feat, but I'm sure that it won't be the last.
2nd freshman hat trick for Notre Dame this season. Izzy Engel had the other. McClin with it. Engel steals it back for the Irish. Here's Engel working on the near side. This one's deflected out of bounds. Will be a Cal throw.
And where Notre Dame's had a lot of success is having their offensive players just continue to pressure and exert all of this energy into pressuring the back line.
Cal still fighting here despite being down 2 goals with a little over 18 minutes remaining. Irish working it around here on the near side. Here's Codd with it now, looking towards the middle. Long ball for Hodgson. This one's deflected away. This is Campbell Carroll with it on the far side for the Golden Bears. Kloss now back into the game after being substituted out earlier. Carroll was trying to chase that one down on the far side, but couldn't do it. Notre Dame trying to burn some time off the clock here with a 2-goal lead and a little over 15 minutes to go. This one bouncing around in front of the Irish bench. Cal eventually wins possession back, but the Irish are there with some strong defensive play. Here's Klinke for Engel. Engel working one-on-one on the near side. Nice move. Codd in the middle. Inside, a shot deflected. This one stolen back by Klinke. Nice defensive play. Klinke, shot from outside. This one's going to be high and wide, but the Irish continuing to threaten despite being up 2 goals early.
And while being a super strong defender, Klinke also loves to get in on the attack and takes the space in front of her and really helps to keep bridging the gap between the midfield, the defense, and the offense for this Notre Dame team.
So many key players for this Irish team, so many of them in the midfield and the back line.
For sure. Every single person on this pitch contributes to Notre Dame and Cal's success, and it's really cool to watch all of these key players come together.
And a lot of them contribute defensively. We said earlier, Nate Norman really preaches to his team, you gotta be focused defensively. You have to contribute defensively, and we're seeing that here.
For sure.
Notre Dame possessing this one in their own half. Angle for Codd in the middle of the field. Looking for Hodgson. Here's Maya Daly with it for Cal. And a run here. Here's Alex Kloss, has this one taken away. And it's Matriano with it now for the Irish. They'll look to run the other way. Joseph, center pitch. Somehow ends up with Restovich in the box. And now here's a shot from way outside. This one's going to sail high. With a shot attempt there. As we'll get a pair of subs coming in here for the Irish. Restovich and Roy will come out of the game. Chukwu back into the game.
And the Notre Dame team has extreme depth. They're able to rotate all of their players pretty frequently and have a strong bench and starting lineup.
Excuse me, that was also Ellie Ospeck coming in for Ellie Hodgson, who, if you've missed it, has a hat trick in this game. 3 of the Irish's 4 goals to really backbone this strong performance for the Irish offensively. A lot of contact here on the near side and a foul.
But Notre Dame's depth has really helped them to combat Cal's strategy, because Cal tries to run out teams. They try to tire them and take advantage of them in the second half. But because Notre Dame's bench is so deep, they're able to keep replenishing fresh legs, which is able to help them stay in this game and keep pressuring super hard.
See there, the foul on Abby Mills was gingerly walking for a moment, but now is up and ready to play as this is a long ball for Ospeck. Ospeck trying to make something happen here just outside the Cal box. Ospeck into the box. Here's a cross, deflected away. Bonflasha on the near side now. Just clears this one down towards Abby Mills. This one nearly stolen away by Lima, who's aggressive on the near side. Mills with it. Here's Matriano. Klinke on the near side for Madriano. Here's a ball for Chukwu. Works back towards the middle of the field. Codd now takes a left-footed shot from well outside the box, but like the last two for the Irish, this one is high. And it'll be a goal kick for Cal and Kelly McManus.
Substitution for Cal, number 13, Louise King, and number 26, Miriam Hills.
Valise King into the game for Asha McClin for the Bears.
And with 12 minutes left in this game, if Cal wants to take advantage and get some goals, now is the time. If they can score here, they're right back in it. And the incredibly strong team can make something happen.
Good tackle there by Cal. It's Bonflascia with it. Here's Leontini. Trying to make something happen here, but it's good defense by the Irish. This one's eventually deflected out of bounds and will be an Irish throw. Irish work this one to the far side. A good run here for Morgan Roy. Roy for Engel in the middle of the pitch. Engel, a nice touch. Tries to work it back towards the middle. Shot deflected. And here's Matriano. Joseph now for Ospeck on the near side. Ospeck playing out wide. Ospeck. Back for Klinke. Klinke. This one eventually back to Leah Klinke. Ospeck with it again on the near side. Some good defense here from Bonflascia to prevent a cross. Matriano. Irish just possessing this one here now. Mills with it. Back in the Irish half. It's Matriano now for Codd. Now Codd will try and get this one to the outside. Chukwu, heavy touch and taken away by the Bears. Chukwu gets it right back though. Irish seem pretty content with possessing the ball here, Bryn.
For sure. They've had strong possession throughout this game, and especially with the 2-goal lead, possession and maintaining the game clock becomes much more of importance to them than trying to take the more riskier shots, leaving them at risk for a counterattack.
What does that do to an opponent's psyche and even their strategy when you're able to possess the ball like that?
It becomes a lot harder because something Cal, as the Irish take advantage right here of an attacking opportunity that just narrowly misses. But something that Cal's tries to take advantage of is getting those counterattacks and getting that intense speed up forward, taking advantage of that transition play. And with Notre Dame possessing the ball so much in this game, they're really struggling to find those offensive opportunities in as many numbers as they would like.
Absolutely. As here's Laney Matriano with it now for the Irish as they continue to possess the ball in the Cal half. Klinke, Mills, Matriano, back for Klinke. Here's Ospeck with some room now on the near side. Played for Joseph. Joseph, the cross. Here's a strong shot and a goal. A 5th one for the Irish today. It's Morgan Roy. And Notre Dame dominating with under 9 minutes to go in the first half. They lead 5-2.
And once again, Notre Dame is finding success from these crosses back into the back corner of the box. And Roy just hits this one perfectly to the lower corner and makes this a 5-goal game for the Irish with a lead 5-2 over Cal.
Irish had not scored 5 goals since a September 8th victory against Marquette here at Alumni Stadium.
And this is super promising for the Irish team, and exactly what head coach Nate Norman wanted to see from his players, because he's been struggling with helping them to find the back of the net and get those goals in. But it seems like being right back home did the trick and was able to get them 5 goals in this game.
First goal of the season for Morgan Roy, who seems like a veteran in this lineup of all freshmen, but is just a sophomore and somebody that Coach Norman thinks has a ton of potential. As this one's played into the box, Cal with a chance, couldn't get to it. That was Belize King trying to chase that one down. As we approach the 8-minute mark here. Clock continuing to run as Sonoma-Cassica will put this one down and play it short. Hills sends this one downfield for Engel. And the Irish possess it.
But home field advantage really does seem to make a difference in games like these. And especially is something head coach Norman really emphasizes. He says there's nothing better than sleeping in your own bed, not having to take a bus, and just feeling that comfort of being at home with a home stadium and home fans and knowing how to play on your turf. And I feel like that definitely has given Notre Dame an advantage in this game as they bring a whole bunch of subs back in.
Host of subs coming in for the Irish. Irish had not played a home game since September 26th coming into this one. And they've been historically very, very good at home. Since the creation of this stadium, they've been absolutely dominant here, winning almost 80% of their games at home. Although, interestingly, this season, they're undefeated on the road, 5-0-1.
Yeah, and that's a really interesting statement because Notre Dame has only lost 1 game this season, and it was their first game of the season to Michigan State. So they've, while tying a few games and stalling a little bit offensively, have played very solid games for almost all of their season so far.
And for Notre Dame, with a number of home games coming up, they have 5 games remaining this season and only 1 of them away. Of course, that one being at the #1 team in the country, Duke. But with 4 home games remaining this season, you got to think they can take some momentum from this big home, soon-to-be win into those games.
For sure. And this is really the confidence booster most of these younger players need. Because when it's your first season in college soccer, it can be difficult to adjust to the different level of play and to remain confident.
Look at a foul here. Notre Dame will have this one near the Golden Bear box. And another chance here. This one played short, though. Klinke. Here's Chase Ying with it for Abby Gemma, who plays this one back for Klinke. Klinke for Ronan on the near side. Now Cal looking to run the other way. Some good speed there from Belize King, but couldn't get to it. And Matriano will take this one in the middle of the field. Matriano towards Chase Ying. Gemma back for Ying. Some good passing here from the Irish. This one, though, too strong, and it'll be a goal kick for Cal. Take a look at the ACC Ally Soccer Championships coming up. 6-team field for this one. The quarterfinals November 3rd, semifinals 4 days later on the 7th, and the championship 3 days later on the 10th. Both of these teams at the moment on the outside looking in at the field of this tournament. but the soon-to-be win for the Irish in this game will go a long way in vaulting them up the standings a little bit.
For sure, and it also shows how near these teams are to the end of their season. We're quickly approaching the championships for both the ACC, and here comes Engel with a chance in the box. But the ACC championships are coming up, and quickly after that is the NCAA tournament, which are both exactly what this team has been working to all season long.
Irish continuing to possess it in the Cal half as we get past the 5-minute mark remaining. DiMartino with it now. Gemma, headed by Ronan on the near side. Now this one's taken away by DiMartino. Has her jersey pulled, no call. More contact on the near side, and eventually we get a foul.
The refs were trying to let that play to the advantage of Notre Dame, but it was just too obvious of a foul for them not to call.
Take a look at it here.
As you can see, it's a clear jersey pull. She isn't even trying to hide it at this point, but it shows Cal's desperation to try to get back into this game and not let the scoreline get worse.
Here is Gemma to take the set piece. Sends this one into the box. Headed away by Cal. Ying tried to get to it and couldn't. But Mensik's going to chase this one down. Some good speed by Mensik to collect that one. Here's Gemma back with it. This is Paige Buckner. And DiMartino with a shot from outside the box that's saved. DiMartino, the freshman midfielder from Potomac, Maryland, has seen limited action this season, but in the game here with 3 minutes to play. Here's Ronan for Gemma. Gemma to the far side. And a good run here from Mensik. But it's poked away and will be a throw for Notre Dame.
And Notre Dame has been able to contain it to their half for a decent amount of time now, which is really just helping them to control and maintain their lead.
This one into the box. Eventually, Karem's out of bounds and will be another throw for Notre Dame as the clock continues to roll. Irish just trying to drain as much as they can off this clock. Here's Gemma with it in the middle for Ying. Irish just pinballing this one around, but here's a shot that deflects out, and here's Ronan in the box. A high cross, a header. That goes just wide. A great chance for the Irish to make it 6-2, but falls just wide left.
A great chance for the Irish right there, getting those balls in the box and just narrowly missing with that header. Oh, if it was a little more right, that would have gone in.
That was Paige Buckner looking for her first goal of the year. This one dumped all the way into the Irish half. Sonoma Cassica will pick it up and send her team down the field. This one a high boot into the Cal half. Headed around a couple times. Still up in the air. DiMartino gets this one over to Ying, but it's taken away. Cal will run the other way. That was Jordan Young with the pass. Was looking for Kenley Whitaker. Next match for Cal, as we mentioned during halftime, will be at Louisville on Saturday. For the Irish, it'll be at home against Stanford on Sunday, and another ranked matchup for the Irish. Irish will have another throw here. Here it is into the Cal half.
Irish working it back towards the middle. DiMartino with it again. The pass for Ronan. Ronan into the Cal half. And this one's just sent out of bounds, and the clock will run out. A big-time win for Notre Dame as they get a ranked win over California, 5-2. Ellie Hodgson the hat trick. Lily Joseph adds a goal all around.